Welcome to another Listen, Think, Leap Minutes to Move break, where we do just one creative movement activity so you can still dance, even when you don't have a lot of time. I'm your host and dance movement teaching artist, Miss Teresa, and today is the last part in our series on proprioceptive movement and body awareness. So go ahead and put your screens down, turn your volume up, and get ready to dance because it's Listen, Think, Leap. Now, here's an important message for you and any nearby grown-ups. By dancing along at home, you understand that the activities in this podcast carry a risk of injury, and if someone gets hurt or something gets damaged while participating, you will not hold Listen, Think, Leap liable. So go ahead and double check to make sure any sharp corners, slick spots, objects, pets, and people are safely outside your dancing space. If you have to move something to make room to dance, make sure to ask a grown-up if it's okay first. If you need to adjust your dancing space, pause the podcast now. Ready to dance? Here we go. Well, in our first body awareness and proprioception episode, we worked on exploring reaching. And in part 2, we worked on engaging vestibular sense and developing balance. This week, we are exploring push. Our muscles are constantly pushing against the floor against gravity that would otherwise just keep us glued to the floor. When we walk, run, gallop, or jump, or move the wheels of a wheelchair, we have to push against the floor or those wheels just to move. So today, as we dance and explore, I want you to pay special attention to how your body is using that push movement to be able to dance. Go ahead and start by sitting on the floor. I want you to try pressing and pushing your hands into the floor. Can you lift your bottom or your stomach off the ground as you're doing that pushing with your hands? Do your arms feel like they have to push lightly or with a lot of force to lift the rest of your body up off the floor? What other body parts can push against the floor as you're sitting there? Maybe your lower arm can push against the floor. Maybe kind of like army crawling but backwards? Or how about your feet and your knees? Do you find yourself crawling around in a circle or straight lines when you do that? Go ahead and try crawling. Nice. Do your hands and feet and legs all have to work together pushing against the floor? Yes, they do. Now maybe try scooching across the floor in some fashion. You could try straight lines or a zigzag or explore curves while scooching. You could even try rolling on the floor. Your stomach and spine have to push against the floor as you roll. Or maybe try bear crawling, where only your hands and your feet touch the floor. Your knees are off the ground and your head is free to look around like the bear on a lookout for some yummy berries. Ooh, nice. Now I'm going to count to 4 and I want you to use your arms, hands, feet, and legs to push off the floor to a standing position. Ready? Here we go. Push 1. Go ahead. And 2, you're halfway to standing. 3, keep pushing against the floor. And 4, you should be standing up tall. Wonderful. Now walk around your space. Nice even pace, not too fast, not too slow. You can walk in a circle or a straight or squiggly path. Keep walking. Notice how your feet have to press and push each time you step. Good. Now try galloping around your space. Your feet have to push off the floor each time you bounce and gallop. Try changing direction when you get to the end of your space. Now try leaping. It takes an even bigger push to jump that big into the air. What a huge jump that is too that you have. Now I want you to spend some time exploring your own dancing, kind of like a free dance. You can do skips, maybe marches, spins and turns or gallops again. I want you to notice that as you dance freely, that your muscles have to work together in lots of different ways. Pay attention to whether you're having to push a lot, a little, or in between to make that amazing dance that you're doing right now possible. Gallops, tiptoes, sweeping big movements. Wow, excellent. Remember, you can still dance with your arms and your spine too, as you think about pushing in your jumps, or as you're scurrying across the floor with tiptoes, nice and light, but still pushing into that floor. Wow. Well, that was an excellent move. I want you to try just a couple more moments with this music and this dancing and this idea of push in your movement. Whether you're standing up now or allowing yourself to go down to the floor again and roll or crawl or just scoot across the floor. Now, in just a moment, we're going to come to an ending pose and stop. So I want you to think of your ending pose. Good. Go ahead and find that pose and hold it. I know the music is still going, but I want you to find that stillness. And in that stillness, I want you to think and feel how much your body is still pushing against the floor right now. Keep holding that pose. Keep thinking about the work that your body's doing to hold this pose. Good. And relax. Wow, that was excellent work today. I hope you enjoyed our proprioception series and had fun reaching and spinning and pushing along with me. Was there a particular one that you liked best? Was there one that you liked least? That might change as you grow up too. So it's always fun to revisit those proprioception movements like spinning, reaching, and pushing again later on in the year or even a couple years from now. Remember, you can always go back to listen to past episodes of Listen, Think, Leap if you missed one of our proprioception episodes or any of our past episodes. Well, that's it for today's Minutes to Move break. But before we go, let's take 3 relaxing breaths to finish. Go ahead and inhale and exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. And last time, breathe in and breathe out. Today's episode was produced and edited by Teresa Simpson. This episode featured music by Bruce Zimmerman with theme song by Sandra Kalmashier. For the latest Listen, Think, Leap news, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And if you enjoyed today's activity, share this podcast with a friend or leave us a review through your favorite streaming platform. As always, thanks for moving with me. Till next time, remember to put down your screens, get on your feet, and keep dancing, kids.